All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this. Drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here. Check.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Lucky. Take 2 of them. No.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Like 5. Take both of them. 36.
On 1st down, Hines. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
All right, now, black 20. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. That is caught. at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that, Fields. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Hines. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Exit.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10, touchdown, Titans. Josh Jacobs, 93 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
This is taken at his 4. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
It's just me and you.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The Colts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here we go.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
44.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's good. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 3.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
White 80.
Roethlisberger. Going offside here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Set! 180. 50. You don't want none. Go. Mike 51, Mike.
On third down, Roethlisberger being chased out left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They begin the drive with Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Like 20. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't moving.
On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down now, it's Hines. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Hines. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They run again with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Switch. 53 to Mike. 53.
Throwing is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Titans on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third and 4. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Titans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is third and 4. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On third down, it's Lewis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
30 days. Hard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.